For as long as it's been, he still remembers what they were like.
Daddy.
Sarah, she was tough as nails and just amazing. And then Jacob, he was probably the sweetest out of, all my kids.
Sarah and Jacob Hoggle were 3 and 2 years old when Troy Turner last saw them.
So with 10 years just passing, obviously holidays, their birthdays, things like that, it's those times when you just look around and go, God, they should be here, and they're not.
Turner doesn't fully know how or why they're not. He tells me the timeline he's been given surrounding their disappearance is still incomplete. He recalled for us what he knows.
You take a little spoonful.
It was Labor Day weekend, Troy says, and the kids were supposed to be with their maternal grandparents while Turner worked. Turner says Sarah and Jacob's mother, Catherine, was committed for her mental health, and the family formed a plan with Shepherd Pratt in Towson. Catherine was not supposed to be alone with the kids, but that night, Turner says Catherine drove Jacob despite having no license and came back without him.
So between later that evening to the following morning is when Sarah is taken. So when I get home, and I say this with great regret, it's the one that I didn't go in when I got back later to kiss my kids and kneel by the bed. I was tired, and perhaps it was selfish. I said, if I wake them up, I'm up too. So I went to sleep. The next morning, whenever I get up, Catherine's gone, Sarah's gone, Jacob's gone.
Turner says Catherine pulled up as he was on the phone with a 911 dispatcher and told Troy the kids were at a daycare. They drove around for hours looking for that purported daycare, eventually stopping at Chick-fil-A for something to drink.
So I go back in, and I don't see her anywhere. Then I go into the women's bathroom looking for her. I go to the men's bathroom looking for her. I come back out, nowhere to be found.
Police found and arrested Hoggle several days later. A grand jury indicted her 3 years later on 2 murder counts, but Catherine was deemed unfit to stand trial. Today, she is still in a maximum security psychiatric hospital. I asked Turner a grueling question.
Do you believe Sarah and Jacob are still with us?
Well, it depends on who you're asking. Like, if you're asking the logical side of my brain that looks at the facts, talks to the police and things like that, then I believe she probably killed him. If you're asking Sarah and Jacob's father, my job is to believe in my kids and try to find them.
Helping that side of Troy, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, headquartered in Alexandria, Virginia, involved in the case from the very beginning.
So as a forensic artist at the National Center, what I do is create age progressions of long-term missing children.
The center tasked Christy Andrews with generating images of Sarah and Jacob 10 years older than when they were last seen. She received photos of family members and worked through each small detail.
So we're looking at these photos of the family and determining, who do they look like? Do they look like one parent more than the other? Are they a combination of both parents? Do they look more like an aunt or an uncle?
Andrews says it's a digital collage of sorts. When family members approve them, the photos go out to media, law enforcement, and the public. The aim is to get as many eyes on Andrews' work as possible.
There's always somebody that's going to know something. But the right person has to see these images. I can create age progressions all day, but if you know the child from somewhere and you don't see the image, it's not going to help.
According to the center, Catherine maintains the children are safe, but we still don't know for sure what happened to the Hoggle siblings. We don't know where they are. Troy Turner will not stop until he finds out.
As a father, my kids are out there. They need me. In whatever capacity they're out there, they need me to be their father and continue to look for them.
If you have any information on the disappearance of the Hoggle siblings, please contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children or Montgomery County Police. We'll link how to do that on our website, WMAR2news.com. For Maryland Cold Cases, I'm Jack Watson, WMAR2 News.
Thanks for watching this edition of Maryland Cold Cases. You can check out more cold cases by clicking on this box over here, and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos when we upload them to YouTube.